Hello my darlings and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome my dear. Please don't forget to subscribe and of course follow me on Instagram. Okay guys, so this was a long time promised video and I'm finally doing it. I don't know what the hell took me so long. I mean, I've been testing the fragrances, but it's still a long time coming. So today I want to give you a shopping guide and also give you my top 11 from Fragrance de Bois. I know this is a very expensive brand, however, I think they're absolutely worth it because their fragrances are just exquisite. They have such amazing ingredients, the bottles look divine and the quality is really there. And since they are quite expensive, I want to give you a nice guide of what you might actually like. You can compare it to my taste and, you know, choose the right one for you. So I have 11 fragrances in total and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on my least loved to the most loved. So let's just jump right in. I'm not gonna ramble too much, at least I'm gonna try in this video. So on number 11 spot we've got Fragrance de Bois Cannabis Blue, and this one, it's on my 11th spot because it's very masculine. This is, even though all their fragrances are unisex, this to me leans definitely very masculine. It is still beautiful, you definitely get that cannabis, you know? Yeah, you do. This to me smells like a summer festival. Let me just tell you that, okay? Of course, before 2020 happened. Yeah, this really puts me in a vibe. This is like a sexy dude, a surfer on an island, and you're going to a beach party with him, and this is basically how it smells. He smells like sophisticated sexy men's cologne and cannabis. Yes. I mean, to be completely honest, I think a girl can pull this off too, because it has a slight sweetness to it. It's still fresh. Sometimes I notice it leans a little bit more herbal, sometimes it leans more fresh. Today it leans more fresh to me, and I definitely get a lot of cannabis, and that's why I like it. I'll be honest, it's a nice one. Definitely a de-stressing of a fragrance, if you know what I mean. So that's my 11th spot, Cannabis Bleu. I think it's a great fragrance to share between your boyfriend and you for the summertime. However, do keep in mind it can lean quite masculine, but it's very nice. Then we have Oud Intense, and this one is a very strong fragrance, I must say. Woo! Very strong fragrance. It kind of reminds me of those fragrances like in the 90s that my mom used to wear. Yeah, it's quite mature. It's quite mature, it's in your face, it's strong. I wouldn't say it's too sweet. It's very neutral on the sweetness. It's more like spicy. Yes, and again, very much of a unisex one. So this is my 10th spot, Oud Intense. On my number 9 spot, we've got, my darlings, Milano. And I love Milan. This is definitely one of my favorite cities in the world. Ooh, and this one is good. However, I must say, this has a very strong woody undertone. Very strong woody undertone. But the top is very like sexy sweet. You know what I mean? Again, another perfect unisex, but this one, because of that sweeter top, kind of leans quite feminine, but then you get to the dry down and it is like, very woody. Very strong fragrance, this one. But it's nice and definitely a unique one. It's really hard to find something like this. I haven't smelled anything like it before. Very pretty. Yes, but that wood can sometimes lean, my boyfriend would say plasticky, but I'm trying to be sophisticated here. So yeah, that's Milano on my number 9 spot. By the way, all 3 of them that I just said my reviews on are great on longevity, and pretty much all of them are. Okay, now we have my number 8 spot, and that is New York, but it's New York 5th Avenue. And this one, guys, let me just get a new tester strip. This one is exquisite, I must say. So yummy. It's quite fruity. It has a little bit of freshness to it, but it's so sophisticated. Like, all of these fragrances are so sophisticated. Like, if you want something ultra classy, look no further. Oh, this one is good. New York 5th Avenue is so lovely. It's like perfect date night fragrance for nights out with your girls as well. This to me leans quite feminine though. It has some powderiness to it, like a powdery sweetness, you know? Very, very nice one, this. This is New York 5th Avenue on my number 8 spot. Okay, on my number 7 spot we have the ultimate Middle Eastern dream, and that is Sahra. Beautiful fragrance, guys. This one is so good. It is mainly a spicy scent. Ooh, a little bit herbal, but this is literally like a spice market somewhere in Marrakesh. It really takes me back to the Middle East. Just wow. This one is just wow. It triggers so many memories. Yeah, this is literally like I was walking through the old town in the Middle East somewhere, or Morocco again. And you know, it's just the combination of all those spices, a little bit herbally. This is very interesting. If you wanna transport yourself to the Middle East, Sahra is fantastic. This will be number 6, right? On my number 6 spot, we've got, this is actually a favorite of many people, and that is Oud Intense. And this is pretty much your tropical dream. This is basically a tropical vacation, but make it very like bougie and sophisticated and put it in a bottle. This is Oud Intense. Yeah. It's like ylang ylang. And as I said in my first review of this fragrance, when I was testing my testers, I will link that video here for you. I said this is like the most sophisticated bananas ever, because ylang ylang, sometimes when it's in high concentration, it kind of smells to me like a banana. Yeah, and this one is so like very classy bananas, but in the best way possible. This is so nice, and it has a lot of like creaminess to it as well, and ultra long lasting on my skin. It's sweet, it's smooth, it's very creamy. Yeah, if you want something very special for the summertime, I think Oud Intense will be perfect. I'm definitely considering getting it because it's lovely. It is really lovely. Then we have our number 5 spot, my darling. So we are getting closer and closer to my number 1. So for my number 5, I have Brume de Matin. I'm not sure, but yeah. This is beautiful daytime fragrance. And I checked on Fragrantica, and some people compare it to fragrances like Bright Crystal from Versace. No. I mean, yes, it is quite fresh, a little bit aquatic, but guys, like, this is so opulent. This is an expensive smelling day fragrance. I think that if you are a CEO or a doctor, I actually know that there are a lot of lady doctors watching my channel, so hello to all of you. I love you so, so much. I think this will be perfect for all of you ladies who are doctors, nurses. If you work in a closed off environment in office, this is gonna be perfect because it's not too offensive, it's very classy, it's gonna make you feel fresh throughout the day, but at the same time it's very feminine and sweet and, you know, just girly and a little bit flirty as well. Yes, this one I really love. Really, really love this one. So that's Brume de Matin on my number 5 spot. Now we are going closer and closer, guys. My number 4 spot. And on my number 4 spot I have another favorite of many, and that is Santal Complete. So this, as the name suggests, is a sandalwood fragrance, but it is beautifully blended with coconut. It's a little bit spicy as well. It's definitely woody. It can be a little bit sour at the same time, but in a good way. It just makes it interesting. It's not like bleh mellow, you know. Very, very nice one. This is a strong woody fragrance, so I personally would wear it more like mixed with something. I would mix it with Kayali vanilla or something like that, you know, or with another coconut. But this is so well blended. Fantastic fragrance. So that's my number 4, Santal Complete. And now we have the holy trio, the holy trinity of fragrance de bois for me. So I'm gonna start with the first one, and with this one I actually have a full-size bottle, so I don't have to use a tester, and that is Oud Intense. And this is one of the most beautiful rose oud combinations that I own, and I do own many, trust me. If you watch me for a while, I'm sure you know. This is so beautiful, guys. Also, what I really like about Fragrance de Bois is that you can actually hold the cap like this and nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. That's so cool. I love it for that. This is a fruity rose with a very smooth oud, but I must say the oud in here is quite in the background. By the way, with this fragrance I even got a piece of oud that was used in here, so that's a very nice touch. But Oud Intense is definitely great if you are just starting with oud. It's not going to scare you off. This is a very soft oud. As I said, it's in the background. You mainly get a beautiful rose with fruity accords. It's definitely a feminine fragrance. I don't really see a guy wearing this, to be completely honest. I really don't. This to me is very, very feminine one. It's flirty, it's sexy, it is opulent, as all of them are. I love this one. This is so good. And yeah, this is starting my podium. This is number 3, Oud Intense. Then on number 2 spot, are you ready, guys? And I'm still on the fence with this because I cannot pick the winner. It's too hard, but I'm just gonna go with what I initially thought. So on my number 2 spot we have Siberian Rose, and this is the fragrance I instantly fell in love with, guys. I had no expectations towards it whatsoever. I even was wary that I might not like it, but this is like my favorite scent ever. Beautiful sweet tuberose with some fruity accords as well. It's just divine. Just divine. And it has some leather to it, but this is like the smoothest leather ever. Don't be scared of this leather because I am not a leather person when it comes to fragrances, and here it just takes the cake for me. If there was no leather here, I don't think I would love it that much. It's that good. It's fantastic. Amazing projection and longevity, guys. This one is just to die for. And whenever I wear it, everybody is asking me, what is this? What is this? Because nobody knows. Because especially where I live at the moment, not many people even know the brand Fragrance de Bois. Like, you know, most of my friends usually go for Chanel and Dior, and that's basically it. And this is such a new kid on the block here, and I feel like I'm starting to, you know, ignite some interest in a niche in my friends, which is very cool, and I know they watch me as well. So that is that beauty that I usually smell like, my dear friends. And I love this one. This is my number 2 spot, which is very hard to say because it could easily be my number 1 if it wasn't for the number 1 that I'm just gonna share with you. And this fragrance just killed me, guys. It just killed me. I really, really wish I had a full bottle of it because I crave it so much like nothing else, and this is one of the most beautiful fragrances I've tried. I'm serious. Even though I can easily say it about that or any other Fragrance de Bois fragrance, but this one just wins. It wins. It's on my number 1 spot, and I think if you are to get anything from Fragrance de Bois, don't get the ones that are very hyped up. I think like Santal Complete or Oud Intense. They are beautiful, but they didn't blow me away just as much like Siberian Rose or the one that I'm going to talk to you about now, which is Oud Intense. This, guys, is everything. This is everything to me. This is the best of the best. Guys, this is smooth oud. Like, overall, this brand has no barnyard ouds. They have the most beautiful, sweet, smooth, ethereal ouds that I have ever experienced, ever. And this one is just, this one is fruits, coconut, and oud. What more do you want? What more do you want, guys? I need to spray it on myself because I'm gonna die. This is like a gourmand heaven, but make it oudy and sexy. Just wow. This one is wow. This one I would say is, out of these 3, my top 3. So we have Oud Rose Intense, Siberian Rose, and Oud Orange Intense. I would say Oud Orange Intense is definitely the most unisex. These 2 are definitely leaning feminine, but it's just, Oud Orange Intense is just exquisite. It is nothing like I smelled before. This is, oh, and also, not only coconut, not only fruity, not only oud, this is a heavy dose of vanilla here as well. It is so beautiful. Like, when you wear it, you just take the cake, you know? You are just the queen of the world. I just dropped it. My little precious sample, I just dropped it. Can you imagine? My heart almost broke, but it's fine. It's fine. Let it just lay here. Okay, so yeah, this is my number 1. I love it so much, and it indeed has some like orangey touch to it, you know? It has like this sweet orange touch. I'm telling you, it's just like a summery dessert. Fantastic one. So on my number 3 spot again, Oud Rose. On my number 2, Siberian, even though I'm definitely on the fence. But let's make it like it is. On my number 1 spot, we have Oud Orange Intense. So when it comes to my buying guide, as I said, guys, even though Santal Complete and Oud Intense are very, very beautiful, they are definitely very much loved by the fragrance community and fragrance junkies. I would honestly say go with these three, like any of these three, Oud Rose, Siberian or Oud Orange, because they are so unique, so exquisite. There is really nothing like it. I really do love Santal Complete, but I don't feel like it's that feminine leaning, which is surprising because many women rave about it. To me, it's definitely on the unisex side, even a little bit masculine. I have other woody fragrances like sandalwood based that are much more in the feminine direction. So with Santal Complete, I would honestly, when it comes to me and my skin, I would layer it with something a little bit sweet, you know, like Kayali Vanilla again. When it comes to Oud Intense, I don't think it's that great when it comes to winter time. I think this is the ultimate summer scent. Still wonderful, but more on the summer side. That's why I highly recommend getting any of these three that are on my number 1, 2 and 3 spots, because they are the most versatile, you know what I mean? Also, if you love something quite airy, great for workplace, again, if you work with people, if you don't want to be too offensive, you know what I mean? I think Brume de Matin, sorry, I don't know, will be perfect. And also, what do we have next? Yeah, if you want something very, very Middle Eastern, Sahra. Just take Sahra and don't think twice. If you want something super sophisticated but still quite sweet, I would go for New York 5th Avenue. And if you want something fresh and very relaxing, wink wink, I would go for Cannabis Blue. And this is definitely unisex, a little bit masculine leaning. But as you know, guys, I promote on this channel wearing not only feminine fragrance, but wearing whatever you want. So I'm sure I will be trying to rock Cannabis Blue as well. Yes, so that is that, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I tested those fragrances thoroughly to give you my honest opinion. And you know, I'm always honest with you. I just wouldn't really go with the ones that are so hyped. I think that would be a great second or third fragrance de Bois perfume for you. If you are just starting out with the brand like I am so happy to report that these three are the ones to go. And these are just the ones that to me are a no-fail kind of fragrance, because Siberian Rose is the most beautiful, unique, sweet, fruity tuberose perfume. With Oud Rose you also have fruit, so you don't have to be too worried about oud because it's definitely in the background. And if you want something a little bit more heavier, great for winter time, very much on the vanilla base, Oud Orange Intense is just fantastic. And I really, really hope that I will be able to get my hands on it one day. So yes, guys, that is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. I love you so much and thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye!